Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided, well, okay, so before I decided this, it wasn't sprinkling outside, but I decided for the magazine flip through for this week, we were gonna come outside in my backyard. And I'm gonna start a fire right behind me, right there. I'm gonna start a fire, so if you guys wanna give me just like 2.5 to get that fire going, and then I don't think it's supposed to rain anymore, but you're probably going to hear some drips. And also, I live in a very small farming town, so you're going to hear a lot of trucks and tractors and grain wagons and all kinds of stuff going through. So I make sure my lighter works. I am going to get a fire going. My father-in-law, before he passed, he bought me this for Christmas. I think I'm just going to use this. So if you guys want to just stay with me, I'm going to get a fire going real quick. And I hope you guys can hear me from here. I'll try to talk a little bit louder. But you guys know how on the other magazine flip-throughs I told you that I would do, I just grab the next magazine that's in the box and we'll do that one. So I kind of cheated a little bit on this one. I wanted to do a flip through with something with fall or October. So I went through a couple magazines, not very many, and I found one. All I did was just look at, like, I flipped that front page over like this. Like, I just flipped this front little page over and looked at the date, and I saw October, what was it, 1990. So I thought, I'm going to go with that one. So what's on it, I don't know. I just saw the 1990 part, and we're going to stick with that. Or, I mean, the October part. So it's going to give me some dried leaves, twigs, and of course my nose starts blending. The wind is blowing just a tad bit, and that's just the rain falling out of the leaves. Get my wood. I brought a towel. I guess I should stop wiping my clothes, or my hands on my clothes. Okay. And I also wanted to tell you guys, we have a kitten outside. He's a tad bit feral. I can get him to come up to me. But as far as him letting me love on him or anything like that, he's not having it. And he has a very bad habit of just walking around and meowing nonstop. And I told my husband, I said, I think it's because he's bored, because he's got food. I think he just wants to play. I don't know. So if you hear a cat meowing, that's probably him. Can't break this one. Okay. Should be good. My wood is wet. Oh, this one's not. feeding it real quick. Luckily, down in the middle of my twig pile, I've got dry leaves. Don't go out. Okay, I think it may be okay for a minute. There he is. You guys can't even see it, can you? Okay. Now we're cooking with fire. Okay, I think we should be good for a minute now. Okay. It took a minute. Move my seat. Of course, now I'm a little warm. Okay, so let's get started. All right. So like I told you earlier, all I did with this, kind of shake it around, all I did was just flip the paper cover and looked at the date, and I wanted something October or fallish. So I saw October 1990, so this is what I picked. Okay. Kind of not what I was expecting for October. Let's see, it says Oops, bump the table. Crochet these charming country folk. Oh, it's a Sunbonnet Sue and a Overall Sam. Is it Overall Sam? See him right there? Aww. And then it says Fiesta Time. Crochet fabulous doll outfits. Halloween sun catchers. School sweaters. Super fast Afghan. Quick and easy fall projects. Okay. Aww. Unbearably appealing crochet patterns. Oh, dang it, I didn't bring anything. Those look pretty good sized. I love this one. Oh, it says they're 14 to 20 inches. And then it has clothes for the Cabbage Patch doll and then Barbies. That's pretty. Huh, you could mail in and get those, or I'll pay for them. So on this side, oh, you could order these patterns too. You got Belly Button Royalty. That's adorable. Southern Bell Button. I think it's a sheep. Maybe a sheep, I'm not sure. Buster and Bonnie dolls. Those are cute. Here he comes again. And then I think this is just adorable. It's a little tree house with a mouse family. How cute is that? And he's on his little swing. That's adorable. Alright, let's see. We've got the contents. Sorry, my nose is getting a little runny. Children's slipper contest. Happy Feet. Crochet the best children's slippers. Pattern of the month. Send your ideas to New Hampshire. Oh, we got the crochet questions. These, I love these. These are fun. Let's see what we can get. Okay, here's a good question. What is the proper way to join yarn? My yarn ends keep poking through to the right side of my finished work. I must be doing something wrong. So the answer, if possible, join your yarn by tying it at the beginning of a row. If not, work your next stitch with the new yarn, leaving a 3 to 4 inch length. Work a few stitches and then tie the two ends together securely. Run the ends in your stitches on the wrong side. The reason your ends keep poking through is probably because you aren't leaving enough yarn to run it under the stitches properly. Good luck. I have noticed, and I'm not sure if this is a new thing or what it is, but I have noticed that like if I go to an antique store or a resale shop or anything like that, that I have come across things that have been crocheted in the past, and they'll have these just tiny little ends hanging out everywhere, like they didn't. Okay, so if I work something, you know, and I'm working on a project, or I'm changing color, I'm finishing, I will leave a tail that long. And then I'll weave that in and out, not the entire piece, but a few good lengths, and then cut it right next to the work, and I never see the end. So I don't know if is that something new, or I don't know why they didn't do that. But anyway, so Okay, here's one. Oops, I just kicked my table. Sorry. Says, I want to air a problem that I haven't seen addressed, though I'm sure it's one that plagues many crafters out there. I like to exhibit and sell my crafts at local shows and flea markets. Many of the crochet designs I offer are my own originals, and every time I display them, someone copies my work. The next show I do, I see my original designs on other people's tables. There has to be something crafters can do to prevent this piracy. Please help. It's a good question. It's bad enough to exhibit at a show only to find that every other vendor has chosen the same patterns that you have. But when your own original designs are pirated without permission, and that's the only word for it, you feel violated. I know that feeling firsthand because it happened to me on several occasions. In one instance, a doll made from one of my original doll patterns was marketed by someone else nationwide. Wow. Half a dozen national crafter magazines featured the ad in their advertising section. I had no resource because I had not protected myself. Unfortunately, this sort of thing is one of the risks you take when you present your work to the public. It's flattering to be copied, but it's downright heartbreaking when people steal your ideas and your profits in such an unethical way. Most crafters are honorable people. I have had many customers and vendors approach me for permission to make my items or to purchase my patterns. That's the way it should be done. There are always a few, however, who do not concern themselves with ethics, and there is something that you can do to protect yourself against the pattern pirates of this world. When you design something you don't want pirated, protect yourself with a copyright. It probably won't stop the pirates, but it will give you resource through legal action should someone steal your design without permission. Contact the Library of Congress in D.C. They will gladly send you the forms and fee information. Then be sure to let your customers and fellow vendors know your originals are protected under copyright law. I wish you well. Should have a sign at your booth hanging from the table that says my designs are protected by copyright. That's why every one of my patterns, and I learned this from my good friend Crystal from Bag O' Day, that my patterns are all copyrighted. You can sell what you make from my pattern, but you cannot sell my pattern. Now I will say, kind of like, I feel like this might be like the elephant in the room. I will say that I do admit that I have gone to antique stores and I have found things that I liked, and then I've sat and picked all the stitches apart. Like one thing that I'm thinking of right off the top of my head, I found a beautiful cape. So it lays across your shoulders, and it's got holes for the arms, and I don't know if it has pockets or not. I don't remember, but anyway, I plan on sitting down and going through that cape and recreating it for YouTube. It's probably going to be closer to winter when you see it, but now that I don't consider as stealing or piracy, because the person that made it wasn't selling it, right? Like, it was in a, well, I guess it could have been, but it was in an antique mall, and it's not like they were selling a bunch of those. They were just selling that one. But then I also think, like, the angel that I made last Christmas, I found an angel that looked like that at an antique mall, and I picked it apart and recreated it. So I don't know, the more I talk about it, I guess I'm doing the same thing, kind of. Huh. I don't feel as though I'm being unethical about it, because it's not a vendor. Well, I shouldn't say vendor. It's not a craft mall selling, and a vendor at a craft mall selling something that she made. I don't know. Now I kind of feel bad about it. All right, let's see. Let's see what other questions we have. Okay, how about this one? I use a lot of natural yarns that come in skeins and have to be wound into balls before use in my crochet projects. These yarns look so nice and fluffy in the skein, but once I wind them into balls, they flatten out and seem to have less fullness and bounce. What can I do to prevent this? I have never seen that before or heard of that. It says, perhaps you aren't winding the yarn properly. Here's the best way I've found to do it. Start winding the yarn over 3 or 4 fingers. Slip it off once it's begun to, and continue to wind loosely, turning the balls as you wind. I'm doing it under my table with my hands. Slip it off once it's begun and continue to wind loosely, turning the ball as you wind so that all of the yarn is not being wound in one direction. Winding yarn can be tedious, so resist the urge to have it over with quickly and take your time, keeping the revolutions as loose as possible. It would be best not to wind all of your yarn in advance. The longer it stays wrapped in a ball, the more it will flatten. Just wind what you need as you need it. Take a lesson from the pull skeins on the yarn shop shelves. They are soft and fluffy and very loosely wound for a long shelf life expectancy. But take a peek in the center of those skeins and you will find a snarl of wrinkled, crimped, misshapen yarn where the skein was started. Flattening won't ruin your yarn. Once it's laundered according to the manufacturer's direction, it will bounce right back like new. But to avoid the work and the worry, wind it loosely as you need it. That's it for this time. I hope you have some questions. Oh, continued on page 21. Oh, that's it for this time. I hope some of the questions have given you an idea or two for your own projects. Checking my fire. There will be a lot more next time. Till then, there's hoping that all of your questions are answered. And then it has a little square that says bright idea. Do you like to crochet edgings? Are you running out of things to decorate them with and ideas for showcasing your yards of lovely lace? For a bit of instant country, tack your prettiest edging along the edge of your kitchen cupboard or cabinets or along the edge of a knick-knack shelf. That's so cute. I love that idea. My husband would kill me. Apply some with self-stick tape to the edge of your china closet shelves. It's so pretty to look at through the glass. Dress up a shelf. That's adorable. Could you imagine my husband walking into the kitchen and I have all the shelves with lace along the bottom? He'd be like, "Oh no." Okay, so now I just turned the page and we are at the international doll, and this doll is Miss USA. It says Miss USA is dressed in, well, I'll just show you first. I'm trying not to bump my table. So here she is. It says Miss USA is dressed in typical dress of the Plains Indians. The Plains culture extends from Texas northward into Canada and from the Mississippi River to the Rocky Mountains. Of all the Indians, the people of the Plains are probably best known in part because of their colorful culture and because they were still vigorously defending their lands and way of life in the late 19th century. The Plains people contain 2 recognizable subcultures. One group depends almost entirely upon buffalo hunting, and the other practices agriculture in addition to hunting buffalo. The nomadic buffalo hunters are considered the typical Plains Indians. For them, the buffalo was truly the staff of life, since it provided the principal food, hides for clothes and teepee, bones and horns for tools and ornaments, hair for ropes, and dung for fuel. She's adorable. Just seeing if there is... seeing if there was anything else about her I could read. I like what they did at the ends. So it looks like they I call it like doing doll hair. You just take a strand of yarn, bring your 2 ends together, take the loop right here, run it into a stitch, bring those legs through the loop, pull tight. It looks like they did that and then frayed, pulled out each ply of the yarn, and it gives it that pretty fringe. She's pretty. Sounds like there's a green truck. Okay. I think I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to add some more wood to my fire so it doesn't go out before we continue. Well, I may need to clean it up a bit. My husband bought me these. I think they're for like chimneys, wood stoves. They're fun to play with anyway. Okay, it should be getting hot now. I'm gonna move my little grill thing. You guys can see more of it now, can't you? Yeah. Okay. Back to where we were. We have a rail fence 9-patch Afghan. These colors of Coats and Clark Red Heart combine very beautifully into 9-patch. Isn't that, that's a quilt block, right? I wonder if that is, it's a green truck. I wonder if that is Afghan stitch or Afghan hook. No? It's not. Interesting. Here's an easy Afghan. Says it's 3 panels. Kinda. I can't tell if there's a design in that or not. It almost looks like granny shells. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Oh, I bet that 9-patch Afghan is interlock. Is that how you say it? Interlock? Interlock? I bet that's what that is. Here's an order form for a Fantastic Fruits cookbook. Then we have more orders. Order forms, I mean. I have these. I have those dolls, and I actually have that one with that dress. Where is... Aw, this is cute. It's a frame up. Put Red Heart Super Saver Sport yarn to work with coordinating fabrics by crocheting our small and large picture frames. I thought that it was just all crochet. I didn't realize there was actual fabric to it too. Aww. Oh, it's a chair cushion. How cute is that? Child's ragdoll chair cushion. And I bet the hair is French knots. Sounds like a tractor. He's shifting gears. Here we go. Here's some Halloween stuff. Look at the little spider on the web. Looks like a planter. How cute is that? Says, make Halloween fun with our terrific and oh so different glow-in-the-dark bewitching fluorescents. Crocheted from Keurig's Bulgur wonderful fluorescent threads. Boo. Our smiling ghost planter will hold a small or medium plant or vase of flowers for that special patient or person with a Halloween birthday. Aww. So the spider web, ghost, bat, and jack-o'-lantern, and a little bitty spider are all crocheted with glow-in-the-dark thread. That's so cool. These designs can be made from 4-ply cotton down to a size 70 tatting thread. I have never seen that before. Ghost dried flower planner. That's what that little planner is. Ghost dried flower planner. That's adorable. Here is another crochet pattern by Creative Grandma, Glinda Winkelmann. It's a very pretty runner. These little candies caught my eye because they look like Mike and Ike's, but they're individually wrapped. I don't know. Anyway, sorry. It's called Diamond Filet Runner by Glinda Winkelmann. I wonder if she ever sees these, that I come across her old patterns. From 19... Oh my god! These poor kids! These poor kids! I feel so bad for her hair and that makeup. Oh my lordy. But she's got a very adorable sweater on. Wait till you guys see this girl on the other side. Okay, I can show that. Look at that hair. This is adorable. He just is adorable. And snuggle him and love him and kiss him and squeeze him. Poor her. I love that cardigan. Very cute. I know. How about this one? I think this would probably be my favorite. That is cute. I wonder how old that little girl is, and they've got her in mascara, blush, lipstick. Come on, guys. Really? She's just a little girl. That's a semi. It's a grain semi. Eventually, after so many years of living in a small farming town, you know what the sounds are. Oops. Sorry. This is called Kiss the Cook Wall Hanging. Really? Oh, I see it. Okay. For our Country Treasures column, we opted for this homey kitchen decoration, a Kiss the Cook spoon hanging. Now, I couldn't figure out where the Kiss the Cook came from, and then I realized the little buttons, they put Kiss the Cook on it. So I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this. I think it's adorable, absolutely. The purpose of it, because the only thing I'm thinking is You use that spoon, you wash that spoon, and then you're gonna go hang it up for, like, I don't see the purpose of it. I don't know. Do you guys, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't see the purpose of, fire's looking good. I don't see the purpose of just a spoon hanger. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. It's been a long time since I've seen a Ken doll that looked like this. My old dirty rag. Although that is a pretty dress. There's another dress, but you can't see it very well. I'm getting a lot. Oh, here we go. Oh, we got a little insert for ordering your Christmas issues. Recipes. These aren't all crochet. Oh, okay. Oh, here you go. Here's the other side. So I'm a little confused why they decided to go with a fiesta kind of theme for Barbie dresses outfits in an October issue. But it's cute. I like her little piñata. Cute. I'm noticing that my time has a limit, and I'm not 100% sure why, but I'm gonna keep going. Oh, just flipping through patterns right now. I think this is a poem. Mother's crochet hook. My mother's hands were busy hands. Her hands were never still. For even when she stopped to rest, her crochet hook had skill. She crocheted doilies by the score and miles of lovely lace to make the house that she called home a cozy, cheerful place. And now she wears a jeweled crown, but still she crochets lace. For the smallest angel's favorite gown needs lace to give it grace. And mother's hands could not be still when even heaven needs her skill. That is adorable. Amazing. That's by... would I get in trouble if I said it? It's by Talitha W. I won't say her last name. How's that? Tilitha. Talitha. My mother's hands were busy hands. Her hands were never still. For even when she stopped to rest, her crochet hook had skill. She crocheted doilies by the score and miles of lovely lace to make the house that she called home a cozy, cheerful place. And now she wears a jeweled crown, but still she crochets lace. For the smallest angel's favorite gown needs lace to give it grace. And mother's hands could not be still even when even heaven needs her skill. That is too amazing. I love that. It's kind of sad. Anyway, moving on. This is an adorable baby elephant pillow. So before I show you guys, I have been working on an idea. Sorry I keep sniffling, it's a little chilly. I have been working on an idea for a tutorial incorporating two things. I don't want to say because I don't want to give it away. But this pattern gives me a very good idea of how I could do that. And I'm really liking it. But here is the baby elephant pillow mate. I love that she's got a bottle. I guess I could back it up so I can get it all on camera. It's adorable. It says, older infants will love to cuddle up to this adorable baby elephant pillow mate while taking their bottle or just to use it as company while taking their nap. Aww. Fire still looks good. Okay. Turn the page. I'm sorry this is shaking on me. trying not to let it do that. Okay, so maybe that wasn't Sunbonnet Sue and Overall Sam. It just says Amish dolls. Well, I would make them Sunbonnet Sue and Overall Sam. See, it says Amish dolls. Our charming Amish dolls are a sweet pair that could easily be crocheted in Christmas colors for the upcoming holidays. So just to give you guys a thought of how my little brain works, why's she gotta be so big? He's straight, why's she gotta be big? Whatever. Ooh, frosted wool jacket. It's a hairdo. And I'm a little, why is her hand like that? I don't know. Anyway, I love how they did that sleeve. And it looks like this, see how the stripe goes up the sleeve, across the shoulder, down the sleeve, but yet down here it's up and down. That's interesting. That's really interesting. I don't know. Baby bubble blanket. Aw. Looks like, what is that? It's a popcorn stitch. I thought it was going to spell something out. This is the pattern of the month, and it got second place. Oh, geez. Desert sun sweats. Sun sweat. Desert sunset sweater. That is very interesting. The color choice and the pink to the rose to the, I don't know what, red maybe. That is very pretty. It's very creative how that was done. I like that. Okay, so we have an order form. Grandma's paddle. Grandmas love to spoil their grandchildren rotten and would never dispense anything other than love. Grandma's paddle is the perfect wall hanging for her kitchen, and it's a snap to make. It's on top of a fly swatter. My grandma would have just went outside and got a switch out of the tree and beat us with it. We got it a few times. That's so cute. I love that. Okay, what is this? Oh, quilt blocks. Order form. Oh, here's the Crochet Potpourri part. What time are we at? We're good. Good, this time it gives me the definition. So potpourri is a mixture of flowers, herbs, and spices used for scent. Number 1. Number 2, a miscellaneous collection, a medley. And number 3, a means by which crocheters swap ideas, information, friendship squares, and generic pattern requests. So let's jump right in. I have to say this is one of my favorite parts. I like reading these. I'm going to set like this so you guys can see the fire too. It says, I'm a mother of 3 who's looking for pen pals and to trade 6-inch friendship squares. Would like to trade pattern for Afghan, especially. Doyle. Oh, I totally got lost on my commas. Would like to trade patterns for Afghans, doilies, baby patterns, household items, duck patterns, and plastic canvas designs. Cool. Trying to look for one that's Can anyone help me find crocheted patterns with a Western cowboy theme? I'm doing my son's bedroom over and am searching for bedspread, pillow, wall hanging, etc. patterns that have to do with cowboys and horses. Also, I'm looking for a crochet chaps and vest pattern. Until recently, I had never heard of friendship squares. I think it's a great idea and would like to swap them and for patterns for 11.5-inch doll clothes. Cool. It's from Texas. I would love to exchange Victorian patterns such as sachets, jewelry, and accessories, but most especially Victorian Christmas ornaments, snowflakes, hearts, butterflies, and thread ball covers. A cow. It's from Washington. What is... This is the second time I just read that. Where'd it go? I am looking for Victorian snoods and old-fashioned shawls. Will pay for cost. What are snoods? S-N-O-O-D-S. I don't know what that is. Victorian snoods? There wasn't very many in this one. I mean... I don't know, that one was a little boring. So now we are at a section that's just a stitch guide. Oh man, they had all kinds of stuff for sale. It's classified ads. This is cute. This caught my eye. Dish detergent bottle. Dolls, Grandma, Grandpa, Kitchen Witch, Mama, Santa, Miss Santa, Clown, Pilgrim. $2.25 each. Postage $1. If only it was still that cheap. Catalogs and books. There's a pattern for the Filet. Show it off. This is cute. This may be a little hard to see, but I think she did like single crochets. Some amigurumis, or stuffed animals, I guess you'd say. Not 100% sure what the one under the alligator is. A pando, maybe? I don't know. And then my daughter suggested that I send you this photo of the 11.5-inch doll Valentine dresses I made for each of my 5 granddaughters. That's pretty. Oh, that's it. We went through it all. Dang it. I'll show you what's on the back because these are kind of pretty. I am loving the mice down here. Those are adorable. I wonder if that skeleton's crocheted. It is. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided, well, okay, so before I decided this, it wasn't sprinkling outside, but I decided for the magazine flip through for this week, we were gonna come outside in my backyard, and I'm gonna start a fire right behind me, right there. I'm gonna start a fire, so if you guys wanna give me just like 2.5 to get that fire going, and then I don't think it's supposed to rain anymore, but you're probably going to hear some drips. And also, I live in a very small farming town, so you're going to hear a lot of trucks and tractors and grain wagons and all kinds of stuff going through. So I make sure my lighter works. I am going to get a fire going. My father-in-law, before he passed, he bought me this for Christmas. I think I'm just going to use this. So if you guys want to just stay with me, I'm going to get a fire going real quick. And if I hope you guys can hear me from here. I'll try to talk a little bit louder. But you guys know how on the other magazine flip-throughs I told you that I would do, I just grab the next magazine that's in the box and we'll do that one. So I kind of cheated a little bit on this one. I wanted to do a flip through with something with fall or October. So I went through a couple magazines, not very many, and I found one. All I did was just look at, like, I flipped that front page over like this. Like, I just flipped this front little page over and looked at the date, and I saw October, what was it, 1990. So I thought, I'm gonna go with that one. So what's on it, I don't know. I just saw the 1990 part, and we're gonna stick with that. Or I mean the October part. So it's gonna. Sorry about that. I ran out of storage. So just to show you these real quick, here's the rabbit the mice and that doll. Very cute. Okay, so I'm gonna get off here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my little fire. Subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss what's next from me. Hit that notification bell and then click all. Leave me a comment, and then in the description box I got all kinds of links down there for you guys so you can follow me on any social media platform that you guys use and tag me in anything that you make or any comments you make about the magazines. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.